Hello, grade 6. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great as your teacher is also doing great. Today is another opportunity for you to build muscles for math problems. So, suit up yourself and let's have a workout with math. The last two videos prepared you for the skills needed for our discussion today. Today, we are going to discuss lesson 3.3, part 1. It's about solving word problems involving ratio. Are you ready for the discussion? If yes, let's start with a warm-up activity. Here's the problem. Wayne mixed syrup and water in the ratio 2:5 to make a drink for a party. He used 800 ml of syrup. How much water did he use? The first thing that you're going to do when solving a problem is to understand what the problem is all about. If there are unfamiliar words to you, all you have to do is get a dictionary or get your phone and search for these words. Another thing, grade 6, is you have to plan on what to do in order to solve or to answer the question of the problem. And most importantly, you have to answer the question of the problem. I'm going to present two methods in solving this problem. Method 1 is just using ratio. We have the ratio of syrup to water, 2:5. For every 2 units of syrup, there should be 5 units of water. Wayne used 800 ml of syrup. How much water did he use? So our desired ratio would be 800 to blank. 800 units of syrup and blank units of water. 2:5 and 800 to blank are equivalent ratios. Meaning to say, we have to think of a number that is multiplied to 2 in order to get 800. And this number is 400. We multiply 2 by 400 in order to get 800. And remember, grade 6, whatever you do in one quantity, you also do the same thing to the other quantity. That is, you also multiply 5 by 400. And 5 times 400 is 2,000. Method number 2 involves the use of bar models. It's really important to get used to the use of bar models because if you know how to use bar models in solving word problems, then it would be easy for you to visualize what the problem is all about, right? In the given, the ratio of syrup and water is 2:5. So we have here 2 units for syrup and 5 units for water. Wayne used 800 ml of syrup. That's why this is labeled as 800. How much water did he use? That is the question. That's why these 5 units is labeled as question mark. Based on the model, we can say that 2 units is 800. In solving word problems using bar models, our first goal is always to find how much is 1 unit. Here, 2 units is 800. Therefore, 1 unit is 800 divided by 2. That is equal to 400. Next, we have to keep in mind our goal. Our goal is to find the amount of water used. And the amount of water used is 5 units. So we have to get 5 units, and 5 units is equal to 400 times 5. And 400 times 5 is 2,000. Therefore, Wayne used 2,000 ml of water. I hope that your brain cells have been activated by this problem. Yeah, I just hope so. And let's have the main event of this video. Let's have example number 1. And here's the problem. Belinda's salary is 3/2 of Cindy's salary. Belinda earns $2,100. How much do they earn altogether? There are 2 people involved in the problem, and the problem talks about the salaries of these 2 people. The question in the problem is, how much do they earn altogether? The problem says Belinda's salary is 3/2 of Cindy's salary, which means that the ratio of Belinda's salary to Cindy's salary is 3:2. Using a model, Belinda should have 3 units and Cindy should have 2 units. Belinda's salary is given and it's $2,100. And the question is, how much do they earn altogether? So we're looking for the total amount. Now, 3 units is $2,100, which means that 1 unit is $2,100 divided by 3, which is equal to $700. Our goal is to find the total earnings of Belinda and Cindy all together. Total, it means we have to count all the number of units in the given model. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are a total of 5 units, so we have to look for 5 units. And 5 units is equal to $700. This is the value of 1 unit. And multiply this one by 5, and the result is $3,500. Therefore, they earn $3,500 altogether. Let's have example number 2. And here's the problem. Carla's savings is 4 times as much as Prema's savings. Both girls save a total of $120. Before we proceed to the questions, let's analyze the problem first. There are 2 people involved in the problem, and these people are Carla and Prema. And the problem talks about the savings of these 2 people. In fact, the problem is comparing the savings of these 2 people. It says that Carla's savings is 4 times as much as Prema's savings. This means that Carla saves more. Okay? How are we going to translate this statement into a model? So you have to think about this on how to translate this into a model. And you have to know that Carla should have 4 units and Prema should have 1 unit. The problem says both girls save a total of $120. The total quantity is given, Therefore, this one here should be $120. This is the total. Let's have the questions. Letter A. What is the ratio of Carla's savings to Prema's savings to their total savings? Let's have the model again. Carla has 4 units. Prema has 1 unit. Altogether, they have a total of 5 units. Therefore, the ratio is 4 to 1 to 5. This is already in simplest form. Let's have letter B. What fraction of their total savings is Carla's savings? In other words, Carla's savings is what fraction of their total savings? The ratio of Carla's savings to the total is 4 to 5. 4 units for Carla, 5 units for the total. Therefore, Carla's savings is 4 over 5 of their total. I think it's easier to answer this kind of problem if you're going to give first the ratio or the corresponding ratio of the given quantities. Let's have letter C. What fraction of Carla's savings is Prema's savings? Or Prema's savings is what fraction of Carla's savings? So the corresponding ratio or the ratio of Prema's savings to Carla's savings is 1 to 4. 1 unit for Prema, 4 unit for Carla. Therefore, Prema's savings is 1/4 of Carla's savings. I think you are confused right now which quantity to write first. How did I know that Prema represents the first quantity and Carla represents the second quantity? Read the question properly. What fraction of Carla's savings? We have of Carla. If you see this of phrase, it means this is going to be your second quantity. Did you get that? Let's go back to letter B. What fraction of their total? We have another of phrase of their total. This means that the total savings would represent the second quantity. I hope that is clear already. Let's have letter D. How much does Carla save? To answer question letter D, we have to go back to the model. We are looking for the amount of money Carla saves. Therefore, this one should be question mark. And based on the model, 5 units is $120, which means that 1 unit is $120 divided by 5. And 120 divided by 5 is 24. 1 unit is $24. Carla has 4 units, so we have to find 4 units. And 4 units is equal to $24. This is 1 unit, and we will multiply this one by 4. And 24 times 4 is equal to 96. Therefore, Carla saves $96. Are you still okay? I hope you still have the brain cells for our last example. And let's have our last example. Here's the problem. The ratio of Gina's score to Ken's score in a bowling game is 3 to 2. The ratio of Ken's score to Zian's score is 4 to 5. Gina, Ken, and Zian score 360 points altogether. There are 3 people involved in the problem. These people are Gina, Ken, and Zian. The problem talks about the scores of these people in a bowling game. I'm going to solve this problem using method number 1. It means I'm not going to use a bar model. Let's have question letter A. Find the ratio of Gina's score to Sian's score. The ratio of Gina's score to Ken's score is 3 to 2. Ken to Sian is 4 to 5. We have to make sure that the numbers under Ken, 2 and 4, should be equal. And how do we do that? All we have to do is we have to find the least common multiple between 2 and 4. And the least common multiple between 2 and 4 is 4. It means that we have to transform each number into 4. So we have to multiply 2 by 2 in order to get 4. The partner of 2, which is 3, should also be multiplied by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Therefore, the ratio of Gina's score to Ken's score to Sian's score is 6 to 4 to 5. So to answer letter A, find the ratio of Gina's score to Sian's score. The answer is 6 to 5. Did you get that? Let's have question letter B. How many points does Sian score? Let's go back to the ratio of these 3 people, 6 to 4 to 5. Let's analyze these numbers. 6 units represents Gina's score in a bowling game. 4 units represents Ken's score in a bowling game. 5 units represents Sian's score in a bowling game. And the total, which is 15 units, represents their scores all together in a bowling game. And the problem says Gina, Ken, and Sian score a total of 360 points. This gives us an idea that 15 units is 360. And 1 unit is 360 divided by 15. And that is equal to 24. We're looking for how many units? Sian gets 5 units. So we have to look for or find 5 units. 5 units is equal to 24. 24 is the value of 1 unit, and we will multiply this one by 5. 24 times 5 is 120. Therefore, Sian scores 120 in a bowling game. That's it, grade 6, and I hope that you learned something from this video. If you want to do some exercises, you know what to do. Just visit. Don't just visit. You have to get your pupils book and try to do the exercises about this topic. And in order for you to be guided in those exercises, you may watch this video again. I'll see you in my next videos.